Hey, Facebook.
Well, hello, friends.
Hello, Facebook. Very cool.
I'm getting happy holidays and Merry Christmas and thank you and right back at you and Happy Hanukkah and all of the different things that we celebrate. I'm a Christmas kind of gal, but we have lots of friends all over internationally.
We're so lucky. We're so lucky to have our community that we have, and thank you guys all for joining us today. We're super excited. We got a smallish group today because it's holiday week. But
it's okay. We're gonna have fun because this is kind of a interesting episode where we're gonna be talking about apps to be on the lookout for in 2021. And one of the biggest things that Heather and I were talking about is, I'm sure all of you have seen this happen too. Technology has kaboomed this year. And so a lot of these apps that didn't exist before are now on the market, and they're doing really well because there's a need for them. And so some of the things that we're going to look at are not really accounting apps that have been on our radar before. And some of them are just actually a variety of back office apps.
Yeah, no, totally agree. And these are apps that we've kind of stumbled upon over the last few months, and they're apps that we're definitely going to be looking out for over the next year. And these are things, these are just apps that they're not, this episode, and like none of the apps that we're presenting tonight are sponsored apps. They're just apps that we think are cool. So totally excited to talk about this. It's kind of like a no holds barred, awesome Appy hour. What are we going to look forward to in technology in 2021? So yay. So Jim was saying about the shirts.
Yes.
So the shirts, do you guys see? They're little Appy hour shirts, and we have a little Santa Claus on them.
They're
and
adorable.
Liz, can you turn around? You gotta show them the back.
You're gonna make me do that. I don't curl the back of my hair.
Oh, okay. Well, I can turn around if you want.
Here. I'm good.
Okay.
Here we are.
Yep. Can you guys see the back of the shirt?
Is that good?
Yes. So yeah, we had these shirts made to commemorate 2020, which we're all excited to see 2020 come to an end, I'm sure. And the other thing that we'll talk about this later, but to match our shirts, we had these really cool ornaments made. So we have these little Christmas ornaments that are just like our shirts. And if you guys enter our gingerbread house contest, which we're going to talk about a little bit later tonight, you will get one. So we will send you one as a thank you gift for entering our contest. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
I think that's great.
Can you see my screen?
I do. I shmee your screen.
Matthew is saying congratulations on your award.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm going to blush and be the same color as my shirt. So
I'm proud of you no matter what, but that's awesome.
Thanks. It was fun because I got to do a webinar the other day about what does it mean to you, and what do you think is going to happen in the future because of that award? And I was like, well, first of all, I didn't expect it. So there's that. And then the second part was, you probably have a lot of insight, but there's a great deal of credibility that you gain with not just your community, but your clients with that. So
you do, totally.
I'm pretty stoked.
Very excited for you. So, yeah. No, it's amazing. I can't wait to see. And the thing is you're such an amazing human and an amazing accountant that I think that this is the first of a whole bunch of amazing awards that you're going to win.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'll tell you the same thing that I've told you years, but all of the rest of our people too, is I'm not good at entering contests like that because it feels like kind of a me thing, and I get weirded out. But I have to tell you, it was worth it. So take the time and enter those contests. Because there's so many of you peers who are there.
I actually enter you all the time.
But I don't stop to fill out those applications. I mean, it's like,
right, so I do it and then you don't respond. Yeah. Well,
I'm going to get better because this made me a believer that, oh, wait, dreams can come true. Hold on.
Yeah. And Matthew, thank you. Matthew says that we've done amazing things for the industry. Whoa. very humbling to hear. Thank you. We love our industry. We love our community, and our story, which you guys know, and you can read about it. We actually have a about us page on our website that talks about how we actually became Appy Hour and why we started Appy Hour. Go read it. I was reading it today, Liz, and it almost made me cry because you've got some great pictures from way back in 2017, 18 when we were actually putting this together, and it was like super warmed my heart. So go read about it because it was super fun. We met in 2017. We've only known each other for a few years, and it was like one of those instant connections. I remember we went to a restaurant, right? We were on tour together, and I was like, I'll be at this restaurant, and you came walking in. We had no idea. I think we had met once before, and instantly it was like we were best friends. It was the craziest experience because it was like we had known each other our entire lives, and it was like we were continuing a conversation that actually had never started.
That is so true. It was like, boom, here we are. Okay, there's the links to the episode.
All right, let's get this patty started. So
just as great like that. Hey, look what I just got delivered to my desk.
Oh, what is it? Wait, what is it? Oh my gosh, I'm totally jelly.
Look, it's the size of my head.
I have a boobly. Strawberry boobly.
Well, I actually, so thank you, Rachel. She said that she actually read it today. So,
awesome.
We don't have a drink today, so it's a free for all drink. And some of you already know I'm a beer girl. Like I like beer and whiskey, so that's what that was. It was a delivery of a beer that's cold.
And I'm a wino. So tried and true wino, 100%. So. All right, so I'm Heather, she's Liz, and we are the hosts of the Appy Hour. So I think everybody here knows us. I don't think we need to go into anything about our firms today. What do you think?
I'm totally groovy with that.
Cool, awesome. So let's dive right into, we have a lot of apps to cover. So let's do it. Huge thank you. So we had 2020 has been quite the year. But one of the wonderful, I don't even want to say silver linings, one of the awesome things about 2020 was our champagne level sponsor Right Networks. And it's funny because they were perfectly positioned to be the perfect champagne sponsor for the year 2020, just based on the nature of what they do, which is cloud hosting, right? So the pandemic hit, and I mean, we didn't plan the pandemic. Like that was totally not on us. So it just so happened that our champagne level sponsor was like the perfect sponsor for pandemic 2020. And we loved working with them. Their whole team, Kelly McIntyre and Michelle at Transaction Pro Importer. What a great team. We had a lot of fun. I think we did 6 episodes with them over the year. And we did a party. We did a party with them back in November at QuickBooks Connect. And we did a lot of neat stuff with them. So we love them. Our partnership with Right Networks will go on and on and on into the future. We love working with them. I know, Liz, you have a lot of clients that are on Right Networks right now. So huge thank you to them. And top-notch products. They're like one of the first in our industry to offer quality, awesome cloud hosting for accounting professionals. And they are the preferred provider for Intuit. So thank you to them.
Agreed. And it didn't dawn on me until just now, but this is our last toast to them. So I will actually raise my beer and say thank you.
Yes.
It's been a good run. I followed up by a drink. Well, I had to sip one. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one because this is that kaboom that we were talking about. So, I have my clients that we've been doing Zoom meetings for several years now, but it's funny because over the year they have become not just Zoom novice, but they have become experts because they're not just having Zoom meetings with me, they're having Zoom meetings with everybody. And so that is one that I'm telling you, I wish I had bought stock in. Dang it.
I have family members that bought stock and they timed it just right. So a little jelly there. But
yeah, I agree.
But hopefully some of the apps that we're going to be talking about today, opportunities, right?
Yep.
So, and also throughout our presentation, as we, you know, go through some of these apps, if you have some that you are watching, share it with your peers. Like if there's something that you've picked up this year that you've started using in your firm that people should know about. I know, Matthew, you posted something about a really cool video editing app that you're using that looked phenomenal. So share that in, you know, if you're on Facebook, share it in Facebook. If you're if you're in Zoom with us, share it there. And let's tell each other what we're doing. All right, we just raised our toast. We did our toast early because we're not going to have a toast like in the middle. So
I'm just going to keep toasting.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally all about that. So, all right. So the first one that we're going to talk about is one that I have fallen in love with, and I'm actually using now. We're implementing it. So we're implementing it in our firm now. We haven't completely implemented it, but we're going through the training phase with our firm, and it's called Auto Review. And I love this app. I personally love this app because I don't know if you guys know, but a couple of years ago, I went after my master's degree in innovation, and I had to do a capstone project. And what they have built was my capstone project. Not that I'm a web developer, but it was kind of like, if I was a web developer, this is what I'm going to build. And then they built it. They like took it way beyond anything I ever imagined. So Auto Review is a really cool app. It's a financial review automated application. And so what it does is it hooks into all of the nooks and crannies and in the QuickBooks database, and then it pulls out all of the information that we need as accounting professionals and as pro advisors to identify issues in our clients' data files and then correct them. So fix them. So it's really robust. They are really great to work with. Like they want to know what we want. So they're very responsive as far as, you know, giving them feedback and telling them what's important to us as accounting professionals. So I have a couple of screenshots. Liz, can you share the URLs for these tools in the chat and on Facebook?
Yeah, of course.
And then I'll do it for you when you're demoing yours or showing yours. I'll do yours. Does that work?
Of course it does.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so so some of the metrics that Auto Review pulls out in their platform, and I'll show you what the dashboard looks like in just a moment, is it'll find missing entries. So when you're making accrual entries, it'll actually give you a list of the months or the entries that are missing from a particular period. It shows you your misclassified transactions. So you can go in and there's actually a dashboard where you can go in and you can put in like, what is the threshold for fixed assets for this particular client? And then it'll go through the database and it'll watch certain accounts that you specify. And then if there are transactions that are above that threshold, it'll flag them for you. So, and it puts all of this in a really cool dashboard. And you can go through the entire list of the different metrics and different things that Auto Review is pulling out. It shows you a list of all the new vendors and new customer transactions. So you can see if people are, muddying up their different entity lists in QuickBooks Online. It looks for amount inconsistency. So it looks for outliers. So if I'm spending, $150 in my software subscriptions expense account, and all of a sudden there's one in there for, $450, it's going to flag it, right? It's going to flag it and tell me, hey, you normally spend this amount every month, but this month it was 3 times that. You probably want to take a look at that. It looks for any, I love this one, Liz. It looks for any newly created GL accounts. So instead of us having to go through and kind of eyeball the chart of accounts, it grabs it. It grabs it and it shows it to you and says, hey, somebody created a new account, and then you can go and make sure that that was appropriate. Another one that I love is like if they add a new credit card or bank account, we usually have to reach out and have them set up a new bank feed. It looks for transactions without classes or locations. It looks for duplicates. So if it sees duplicate transactions, it will highlight those, and you can simply clear them if they're, if they're normal duplicates, you just clear them. And then it looks for negative balance and unapplied payments for customers and vendors. And then this one, you all are going to go, whoa. This is like one of our big annoying things that we as accountants see: transactions posted to a parent account, right? How many of us set up those parent accounts and then our clients use it and they don't use the subs, and it makes your reports icky. And so what's nice is with auto review, it shows you all the transactions. You can pull them up and you can recategorize them right inside the auto review dashboard. You can also set up different rules for each one of your clients. It has an accountant dashboard, so you can easily switch between your different QuickBooks Online companies. Now I'm just doing an overview here. The good news is we actually have auto review is going to be coming on the show and doing a regular Appy hour with us where they'll do a demo. And I believe that's scheduled for February. So that'll be great if you guys want to learn more about auto review and how it can really help you to really shorten the amount of time that you're spending on your new client reviews that you're doing when you bring on a new client. This is something that, that you definitely want to take a look at. So these are just some screenshots. This is the profit and loss snapshot. Notice that it can give it to you by month. Another thing I love about this, it can give it to you by year. So instead of these being January, December, November, October, it can actually be 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017. So there's a lot of ways that you can configure this, and I really love that. It gives you the reconciliation summary and the transaction activity information. You can create custom rules on general ledger accounts to look for things that are outside of the norm. So you have the ability to go in and tell exactly what you want auto review to look for. And then anytime one of your, you or one of your staff comes in and accesses the dashboard, it's gonna flag it. So over here, you can see kind of underneath where it says add checklist from library, there's a list of accounts. When you go in, it actually shows you the different metrics that you can look at. You can drill down to the transaction level. So you can do the high level view, go down and then narrow down right into the transaction level, make changes. You can search and you can export all of your reports to Excel. And Heather's saying, check out uncat.com. That's a good one. We should write that down. Maybe take a look at it if we have time, Liz. So that's the first one, is auto review. And I'm super excited about it. Like I said, we're beta. We're kind of doing some, the implementation right now in our firm. And I'm really excited to get started with it.
Hey, so I think what I'm going to do, oops.
You want me to stop sharing?
Well, no, I'm going to do that. I'm going to, so I can mouse.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So this is one that I had a meeting with somebody and they just showed this as if it was no big deal. And I went, whoa, hold up. So Earth Class Mail caught my attention because it's a virtual post office box. And then it does so much more. So I'm going to show you the thing that this one does because it's really cool. Okay, I'm trying to advance.
No,
I thought
I
could.
I was trying to write in the URL, but you do what you're doing.
Well, I thought it would let me advance, Heather, but it's, oh, there it is.
No,
yes!
It did. Yes.
All right, so here's the thing that's really cool about it. So you can use it for businesses, you can use it for individuals, either is fine. But what you have is this virtual mailbox. So your real paper mail goes to an actual virtual place where, you know, it's scanned in. And so all of those documents are scanned in and there's an inbox, and then you can open your inbox and you can see all of your opened mail. So the mail is actually opened, which then allows you to do something else that's super, super cool. So not only can you open it from anywhere, but then you can also save all of those documents as a PDF. And so there are high resolution PDFs. You can easily put them in any type of share file folder that you need to. And yes, they are, it's a secure application. And so you can use it for multiple things. In fact, you can also use it for, I'm trying to advance and it won't let me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I was trying to type something in the chat.
That's okay. I'm gonna try to get to the next one because the thing I want to show, if you want to,
there you go. I did it.
Oh, okay. Look at this. So what you can do is you can actually have paper mail that is sent to you that has checks in it, and they can open up that mail for you, put it inside of that virtual post office, and then they can actually take those deposits and deposit them into your account. You don't have to do anything. And so the whole process is automated. The whole process is taken care of for you. And yes, they also are HIPAA compliant. So
very cool.
Extraordinarily cool. Extraordinarily cool. Like, I am actually really, really impressed with this application. And so let me see if I can go to the next one. Oh, I
Oh,
tried
wait,
to,
what happened? Okay, that didn't go as planned. Hold on.
that's okay. Here, I'm gonna,
Okay, there you go.
okay, so this is just that whole thing where you can actually, you know that your documents are shredded, so you know that they're going to be destroyed. You don't have to worry about these pieces of paper that are floating around anywhere. They're actually, once they're uploaded and stored digitally, they're gone. So you're employing somebody to actually go through and do this. But for me, I actually love this idea. And the client that was showing this to me, the thing that they're doing is getting a ton of checks by the mail. And so they just really didn't want to have to go through there and do that. And so they are actually being deposited directly into the bank account.
That's amazing. I know when you showed this to me last week, I was telling you that I have a client that we're taking over their bill pay, and this was a big issue for them. It's like, how are we going to get the checks? And, you know, they're like, the amount of time it's going to take us to scan all the checks and tell you what we got, you know, kind of, sometimes you're like, is it defeating the purpose of us taking over, you know, putting it into QuickBooks? And so this is going to be a great solution for that, is that, and they're excited about it. I actually showed it to them last week, and they're excited about us exploring it. So,
well,
cool.
and you know, it's really not very expensive either. So, you know, the thing that I was finding about it is, you know, you're going to use a post office box. There's a fee associated with that, and so it's not much more than just having the post office, and then it does all the automation for you. There was one other piece of it, that I really liked. Can you click to see if I threw that in here on a slide, or if I was just going to talk about it? Oh, it's this connection right here. So it integrates with all of these different softwares. And so they've already built this API. And all you have to do is just plug it into the other systems that you use, like QuickBooks, and it's going to be able to help to show that you've got those checks, you've received them. There's a, you know, that document that's stored. You can actually store that then in QuickBooks. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And Jim's sharing that he thinks that maybe it'll only work with certain major banks. So, you know, but even if it only works with certain major banks, it could be still a really great solution if that's, you know, if that's an issue for the client, for sure.
Yeah, you know, that would actually be something that would be worth looking into. I was going to pull up their website.
All right, I have it up, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see, where am I? I'm not there. Oh, here we go.
Let's
I'm
see.
gonna open up Earth class mail, and then maybe I can copy and paste Earth class.
From what the person was telling me, it really just, you put in your routing and your checking account number, and it can send those deposits virtually over. So
where would I look for that?
You know, I was looking down there at the bottom, and I don't see it, like down there where it says the accounts. So that would be something that would be worth looking into.
Okay.
I definitely know that this client was really, really happy, and I don't think that they had a special bank, but you make me want to go look to see what the case is with that. So while you're doing the next one, I'm going to look.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Very good. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Another Liz and Heather's coolest thing is Sweet Dash. Is anybody using Sweet Dash? If you are, throw it in the chat or on Facebook. Is anybody looking at Sweet Dash? So Sweet Dash, I actually found it because I go after shiny new things, and somebody had posted in Kelly Park's group, the Workflow Watering Hole, that they knew somebody that was using Sweet Dash, and that AppSumo was offering it for $79 a license lifetime. And so I went and looked at it, and everybody was raving about it. And I went and looked at it, and sure enough, I was kind of blown away. So I went and I bought a bunch of licenses, because I'm like, if this is really what can do what I think it can do and what it is, like, this is a really good bet for accounting firms. And there are lots of accounting firms that are on it now. And it looks like Nancy's implementing now. And there's other accountants that are also using it. So what it is it's a suite of solutions that are in one software. So it actually replaces the core functionality of all the software that you see there. So it has a secure client portal. So it would replace ShareFile or Smart Vault. It has advanced file exchange. So you can request files from your clients. You can create drops, file drops for your clients. It replaces your CRM. You can customize client onboarding. So it has a Zapier-like component built into it so that you can create workflow automations based on events or triggers that are happening within the platform. It has appointment scheduling. I will say this, the appointment scheduling is in there. It is not ready for prime time yet. Right now, it's only one directional. So if you make an appointment in SweetDash, it'll go to your Google Calendar or whatever, or your OneDrive calendar, or not OneDrive, your Outlook calendar. But if you add something to one of those, it's not going to write back to SweetDash. That's a huge issue for me. But that's on their roadmap for 2021. So I think that they're moving in the right direction. It has project management. So the project management looks very similar to something like, what's the word, Canopy Tax. So when you look at the Canopy Tax, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be perfectly honest, the Canopy Tax project management isn't one of my favorites, but with SweetDash, I'm thinking that they're probably going to come, make it better and better and better. And they do have a Kanban screen, which we'll see in a few minutes. It does time tracking and billing. It does e-signature. It does proposals and contracts. It syncs with QuickBooks Online. It does embeddable forms for your website, email and drip campaigns, and it has a Slack-like component to it where you can do real-time chat with your team. So it really does everything. And it really is an all-in-one business software. Now, as we all know, and Liz and I will tell you this all day long, is that when an app tries to do everything, they don't typically do everything well, right? And so you end up with all this kind of really cool functionality, but it can't stack up to the apps that really focus and specialize on one thing. SweetDash is getting there. When I first got it, and I got it for $79, so it was a very low risk for me.
Wait. I got to stop you there. You got it on AppSumo during Christmas time last year for...
No, I got it in June. I got it in June. But it was on sale on Black Friday. They did it again. So you want to watch AppSumo because they will do these pop-up sales. And it wasn't
$79 a month.
No, it's $79 lifetime. Yeah. Did I say month? Did I say per month? You just didn't say. And so I was like, lifetime. You have to call that out. No. That's a huge deal because think about this, guys. $79 lifetime. I never have to pay again. And it's going to replace pretty much every app that I use in my practice. So granted, the other thing that I would say about SweetDash is that you have to build it. So it's it's one of those apps that doesn't have, the template stuff that you can, start out with and then modify for your own use. It literally, as you buy it, you go in and there's nothing there. It's all the building blocks are there, but you have to build it out. So there is a learning curve. There are people that will build it for you. I'm hoping to become one of those people that will build it for you. So I'm working on that right now. But I do think this is definitely an app to watch in 2021 and going forward as well, because I really do think that they've got it. They've got it. And if they go in the right direction, they really got it. So this is.
I want to say too, though, that if anybody here or if you or I see that crazy good deal, that we have got to post it and share it.
We will post it.
We want to be on the lookout for that.
It's at appsumo.com. And if you subscribe, then when on AppSumo, they'll send you a newsletter every week, and it'll tell you what apps are in there. You can even, if you put in SweetDash, you'll find that the deal is expired. You can actually, I think you can subscribe to watch it to see if it comes back. But if I see it come back, I will 100% post it on Appy Hour's webpage, and I'll probably be posting it all over Facebook as well. So this is what it looks like. This is what I've built. Now, I'm not done yet, but when people go to my website, what I'm able to do is I created this login page for all of my clients and my staff. We log in the same place. The URL is portal. You can go look at it if you want. It's portal.satterleyconsulting.com. And you can go in and you can log in here. And then it has an app that goes with it. So you actually have an app. I have an app on my phone. And when I go into my app list, right here is my can you guys see it? My Satterley Consulting icons right there next to Alfie's eyeball. So that is my app that that I have for AppSumo. I mean for Sweet Dash. And so all of the functionality that's in the browser version is also available in the mobile app. So super excited about this one. When you log in, this is the client portal. So this is from the client's point of view. So when they log in, they have a calendar where they can go and request appointments with you. So they can go in and request an appointment. I'll get the appointment request and I'll be able to approve it. And then it's got billing and contracts. So all of their engagement letters, all of their invoices, their estimates, their proposals are all found in that tab. The engagements is the practice management. So that's where I've assigned tasks to them. So if I need them to upload a form, or I need them to, did I mention that it has forms? So like survey, it has a form like type form built into it. It also has that. Then I can have them fill out their client onboarding form. It also has complete file storage. So if you click on files, this is from the client's point of view, you can see that they have their folders here. They can upload files and I can create an entire file structure. Now on my side, my file structure actually has a lot more folders. So I choose what is client facing and what is firm facing. So this is the firm view. And in the firm view, we have the dashboard, we have the calendar, which it has like the Acuity function built into it, right? So I can create different appointments. I can embed them on my website. I can do all that kind of cool stuff. It's got a CRM, so it'll get rid of my pipe drive that I use. The billing contracts, so proposals and engagement letters. This is the engagements, is the practice management. In Sweet Dash, it's actually called projects, but I changed it to engagement. So this is 100% customizable. It has marketing, which is MailChimp built in. It's not MailChimp, but it's MailChimp-like. And then the pages are how you build out. It has a knowledge base. It also has the ability to create pages that are basically embedded into your domain. So you can add on specific pages to your website. And the knowledge base can be internal facing or client facing. And they're launching a LMS in 2021. So that to me was like huge happy dance. The forms, you've got the files, you've got the forms. The forms are forms you can create to onboard your clients. You can embed them in your website. The workflows is the Zapier type functionality. The messaging is your email. And then over here where you see this little chat box, that is the Slack functionality. So my team and I can make channels just like you do in Slack. And then you assign your team members to and that's only internal. And then notice right here inside the project dashboard that I have team talk, which is the internal conversations about the project, and I have client talk over here. So I'm super excited about this. It won't be ready probably for 6 months. We're working, I would love to have it done sooner, but we want to do it right. So that's something that we're working on, and it's going to have a full LMS system. I'll have my Zapier courses on it. I'll have other courses. We're talking to Liz today about a course that she's going to design. So it's going to be really awesome. I'm excited.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay?
Sure.
Because we have some chat questions coming in, and I want to give you the opportunity to kind of put some clarity on there. So there was a question, is this an app that you built? And so the answer is no, this is an app that you purchased. So it's an existing app, but you're customizing it.
Right, that's exactly right. So when you buy Sweet Dash, all of this is already in place. I've just customized it with my own branding. And they do have tutorials that you can watch, but you're just customizing it to fit your brand and your firm.
And I think the thing that was, probably kind of like, whoa, is that it does everything. And so it's kind of like you were saying before, it's like all in one, and you have a place to do all of the back office pieces of your business in one location. I think that that's the part that you have to kind of go, all of it, really? And so it's like you said, it does take some time to build out because it does have some customization pieces to it, but there's a lot here.
There is a lot here. And I think that, like I said, this is not something that you're going to set up over a weekend. This is something that, because it is bare bones, it's bare bones. I mean, it's there, the structure's there, but you have to build every form. You have to build every page. You have to build out the projects. You have to do all of that configuration. It's not like 17 Apps or Dubsado, where they have those templates that basically you just customize the templates and you're good to go. That makes for a lot faster implementation. With a program like this, you have to be willing to dig in, pull your whole team in, maybe even hire an outside contractor to set it up for you. But once you do, you have a fully functional white labeled experience for you and your clients, which is really cool.
All right, so I'm throwing that into chat. So there's the URL for it. And it's like you said, this is one of those things that you're considering as an app that you're going to help people onboard with.
Gotcha.
So eventually that's going to be something that you're thinking about offering.
And
so if somebody gets stuck.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that I would say is, like, the app that comes to mind that has this ready to go and is going to help you implement it quickly, and you're going to have an amazing experience with this kind of functionality, is Liscio. So Liscio has, it doesn't have everything in here, but the client relationship stuff is in Liscio now, and they can totally get you up and running quickly. So Sweet Dash is amazing. Is it ready for prime time? It's so close. Like, I'm ready to, 6 months ago, I wasn't ready to invest the time in developing it. Now I am. So I do really feel strongly that it is going to be an app to watch in 2021. I think it's going to get better. And I think it's a huge value. And by the way, if you buy it, if you don't get the AppSumo deal, it's their top level tier right now is $99 a month, unlimited users, unlimited clients, and up to 1 terabyte of storage.
Exactly.
Yep. All right.
So,
and Matthew, you do, sorry, I was just going to say that, Matthew, you do always post the really good deals. So thanks for that. Sorry.
You're great. So this next one is, oh my gosh, it takes care of that thing that you need to do with your clients all the time. So you might want to snip a photo of something, and some of us use Snippet that's built into Microsoft. Some of us use Snagit. There's all different kinds of tools out there to use, but this one is a snipping tool. So snipboard.io is a snipping tool to be able to take screenshots and screencast and then have a URL to share, which means that you're not using up any of your PC storage. You're not having to go and name it. It's just, you literally go over to the website or on your computer screen, whatever it is that you want to grab an image of, and then you clip it, you snip it, and then you store it inside of Snipboard, and then you can share that link. So let's see if I can advance to the next slide on your screen. There we go. Oh, I did two.
There you go. Sorry.
Okay, so this one right here, it's just kind of giving you some directions on how to use it. So this is very easy. Unlike the one that Heather was just showing, this is like, there's no setup to it. You just go over there and you don't even have to create an account, or you can, but you can just try it for free. And so you can go in and grab images, and then you can store them to a file. And so you can see here is an example of one that I did. So there was a new article that I wanted to write about today, a new feature release. And so I wanted to go and write about these brand new improved accountant invoices. So I used my Snipboard to go over there and take a snip of this image, and then over in Snipboard, it saved it. So inside your dashboard in Snipboard, you've got all the listed images, or you can view it by URL. But you can see up here, this is the place where it's got that JPEG, and then you can copy it and you can share it, and boom, you're done. So really, really simple to use. And let's see if I can advance to the next one. There we go. So this is just, again, it's like, you can either use your print screen option with your little button, or you can, there's another little way that you can also capture those images. But one of the cool things is there's no expiration date. So you have unlimited storage space. And then also, if you wanted to have high resolutions, then you pay $4 a month. Otherwise, it's free. So cool. Pretty easy to use. Yeah, and there's not a limit on the space. So
I have a question. So I know I use an app called Cloud App. which is similar to Snipboard, but it has, it allows you to take videos and capture images as well, and then it gives you a URL. But one of the things about that is that it's not, when you use the free version, it's not secure. So like if I was doing a quick, like, you know, we also use Loom, right? Loom is another one.
Yep.
If you do a Loom, it's encrypted and you can send the link to somebody and you can encrypt that link. I think it's really important that as accounting professionals that we know that, and then when we're implementing these types of apps, that we're paying for the encryption, that added security, because you know, with the Cloud app, if I was working on a client's books and showing them how to do something, and then I uploaded that to Cloud app and I did not have the encryption on it, anybody who got a hold of that link would be able to watch my video, and I could inadvertently, you know, publish clients' views of my clients' QuickBooks Online company. So make sure as you're looking at these different applications that you understand what the free versions, you know, what those terms and conditions are, because you may be signing up for something that you're not, that you probably shouldn't be signing up for, is what I'm saying. So make sure that you're checking the security. And another thing I just wanted to mention is our good friend Murph, who I adore. Hi Murph, I adore you. Murph, he's, yeah, anyway, he just said that one thing that we want to watch is with auto review. It's a great app and I adore it. But one thing he did point out is it hasn't yet been vetted by Intuit and it's not listed on the App Store yet. So what that means is it doesn't mean it's not a good app. What it means is it hasn't gone through that official vetting process with the Intuit developer team to say that all the security protocols that we rely on as accounting professionals are in place. So that is something that you need to be aware of as an accounting professional. Just a conversation to have with the developer. So if you're looking at auto review, you want to make sure that you're having that conversation with them so that you have a comfort level knowing that you're protecting your client's data. Thanks so much for that, Murph. Really, really good call out.
Agreed.
All right. The next one that we're going to talk about is Monday. And Liz and I both use Monday in our lives. We actually use it to manage Appy Hour. And then we use it, I use it with some of my coaching clients, and then we use it to collaborate on projects together in other capacities as well. It is a project management software, and I always describe it when people ask me what Monday is. I always describe it as Trello and Airtable had a baby, and it's Monday.com. So,
they had a software baby. They had a technology baby.
So ClickUp. Tiffany's saying, "Hey, have you looked at ClickUp?" I have looked at ClickUp.
Yes.
For me, Monday worked. I am a full believer, Tiffany, that software UIs, which are the user interfaces, go with different personalities and the different ways that people process information. So for me, Monday was right for me. ClickUp didn't quite click. That's funny. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't quite click with me.
And Jim said, he said, I like Friday, skip Monday.
Oh, right. And then Elizabeth uses Asana. Asana is great too. But I agree. I mean, they all have different user faces. You can tell it's after 3 o'clock. But anyway, well, Monday is great. Liz, I'm going to let you drive the Monday.
Oh, okay. I really like Monday. So let's see. Let's advance this next one right here. So the whole reason to use Monday is for project tasks, and managing multiple people, I think, is whenever you get to use it to its full benefit and features. And so one of the things that you can do is you can come over here and you can see the project management screen inside of it. So you create groups, and so you can see one group is this month, and another example of a group is next month. And so they've got these groups, and then underneath each group is a task. And so then those tasks can actually even have subtasks underneath them if that's necessary, but then you can assign an owner of that task. And what's really nice is you have the status piece that's there, so you can go and click it to done. The next thing that you can do is really easy on that person's face. You can just say, oops, I'm done. I've completed my work. And the way that you can notify is just by changing that image, and that literally changes the ownership, and that other person is going to be immediately notified. So that part is extremely easy to use. The other piece of it, and I'm hoping that I grabbed a screenshot of the notifications that's in there. There we go. Oh, I think I went too far. There we go. So the other thing is whenever you're clicking down into the task. So here's another example of some groups, some online marketing Q1 and then offline marketing Q1. And then right there where you can see the little bubble box, the little message box, there's 2 messages there. Whenever you post a message, you can do the thing where you at somebody and it's going to immediately pull up that person's name and send them a notification in Monday, but it's also going to send them a notification via email. So no matter which system that they use, they're going to be able to reply. Now, even if you at that person from Monday and that person responds via email, it will still post. But if you want to respond inside of Monday, there's this nice blue button link and it'll take you right into Monday, and then you can see the entire conversation, the whole thread, and then respond as needed. I really like it. That also that timeline over there is really helpful whenever you're trying to coordinate multiple pieces of an engagement. You know, one of the things that Heather was saying is that she uses it with some of her client project work. And so you can notify your client and say, this is your assignment. I've got my others that I'm doing over here, and they can see your face assigned to these other tasks, but it lets them know they have something to do. And then because you can go into that message area where that little bubble is, you can actually then, if they ignored you, you can remind them, hey, here's the same message. So instead of it being multiple emails and getting lost in threads, here it's in one spot, it's easy to see, and they can view the entire conversation and then mark it done.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you can add those documents, which I love. So if they need to add a resource or a link, they can do that right inside the conversation. The other thing that I love about it is that when you set up your users, you have your users, which you pay for, and they're inside the Monday dashboard, but you can also add as many guests as you need. So you can invite your clients, and I don't know if you said that and I missed it, but you can invite your clients into a board, just a specific board, without paying an additional fee. So it works great when you do a lot of consulting work like Liz and I do, because I can create the boards and then just invite the clients to their board alone. So I love that. The other cool thing that I would say is it has llamas, which I'm like, it has a llama farm in it. So
I don't use the llama farm. Now the llama farm, what's cool about it is it can, so okay, let me clear my next thought I was going to have right there. But the thing that the llama farm does is it can say, here's a lot of like tasks, and they can be assigned a certain color. So maybe client onboarding tasks are purple, but maybe your reoccurring to-do tasks are red. So then you can see this llama farm, and they're little llamas that walk around, and you can see how many llamas do you have down there and what color are they. So it kind of tells you how many of that type of task is left undone.
Yes.
So that part's kind of cool.
It actually brings me joy, because when you're having, like, when you feel super, that's exactly what we said, Elizabeth. You heard 100% right. We said llama farm. On your dashboard, there's the option to add a llama farm, which will basically characterize all of your to-do tasks as llamas of different color, and they will walk around the llama farm. So it's just the developers are just bringing a little bit of joy into their app, which I love.
They're having fun. They're having fun.
They are, totally.
You can have that. So you have different views that you can have here. One of the other things I was going to call out is this is where I was saying you assign people. And so this person right here with this image, it's actually tied to the back end, which is tied to an email address. So just because you see just a little easy to flip on and off icon is doing lots of things. So it actually sends notifications each time. So if this person was finished and they wanted to promote this next person up, then this next person in line would actually get an email notification telling him it was their turn to do this task. The other thing I'll point out is here are these boards. And so you can have multiple boards, which could be, you know, client number 1, client number 2, client number 3, 4, whatever. And then only this group of people would be assigned to each board. And so you can get pretty specific on who you want to invite and where and what you want them to do. Let's see, what else did I put in here? I think that I put the pivot table and not, let's see, there's a chart. So here's the chart. So you can have different views of being able to see that data. And then I'm going to pass it over to you. So yeah, I I like Monday.com, and I'm going to put that in chat next, unless you already did.
I have not put it in. So I'll talk about Practice Protect. Anybody using Practice Protect? I actually just learned about it like 2 days ago. And I thought, wow, this is something that we all need to know about and something that we need to explore. So I threw it in here last minute, like literally like yesterday. So Heather, you're using Practice Protect? So awesome. So Practice Protect, it does, the way I understand it, and I may lean on Heather to kind of fill us in for any missing pieces that I have, is that what it does is it creates a secure cloud space for your team to log in that basically allows them to only log into different cloud-based apps based on the IP address that's assigned to them. So say they're on a personal computer, right? And they need to access your client's QuickBooks Online or ShareFile or whatever, right? There is always the possibility that if they have some kind of malware or something on their computer, that a hacker could kind of go in and kind of take over what they're doing. Well, what Practice Protect does is it creates a secure place. It creates a secure kind of, and I don't even know what the word is, Liz, help me out, a secure place where they can log in and activate it. And basically, once that's activated, and it sounds like a VPN-ish type thing, right? A security
it's more than just a portal.
you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Heather. Heather says, and that's the
security bubble.
Yeah, security bubble. It creates a security bubble that allows them to only log into those apps that you're using in your practice once they have logged into Practice Protect. It also has a password manager, so you can keep all of the login suites. It has single sign-on capabilities, but it hides all of that sensitive information from your team, so they don't have access to passwords, but they can still access the different applications that they need. So this is one that I'm going to start looking at for my firm. I was very intrigued by it. And I feel like, for us as accounting professionals, so important. Number one important thing is to protect our clients and protect their data. So this felt like something that, okay, maybe, we have a VPN that our team uses when we're outside of our home. And my team has to use a VPN when they're logged in because I don't have control over their home network. But this sounds like something that kind of combines something like LastPass and the VPN kind of functionality into one suite that's specifically designed for accounting firms. So I definitely think that this is something that I am looking to watch in 2021, and I figured it was definitely worth sharing, with the rest of you. They also do team training. So the other thing that they do that I love is they actually have a certificate for a certification course. So you can put your staff through their cybersecurity training, and then you can attain a certificate or a badge that says that you are cybersecurity approved by them. So it has an audit trail, it has the password portal, it has subspecies activity alert. So you have that audit trail and you can see exactly who's logging in and who's logging out, who's accessing what, and it has international support. So definitely something, we need to take this seriously. Cybersecurity is a real concern. It's getting more widespread as time goes on because people are just getting smarter. So we definitely want to make sure that we're hanging on to that. So the platform overview, you get the software. So you get the software that you can load on your machine. You can get the best practice certification, the team training for your entire team so they understand what to look for and make sure that they're educated and aware of how they should be behaving when they're interacting with your client's data. So definitely take a look at that. Again, I just want to point out that all of the apps that we have talked about today, they're not sponsors. These are apps that Liz and I are really interested in, that we wanted to share with the community to say, hey, these are the ones we're going to be watching over the next year. And we just wanted to kind of give you that from us. So
and I'll say that now one of those is going to be a sponsor, but it was not. We didn't talk about them today because they're going to be a sponsor, and that's
right.
Auto Review.
Yeah.
You actually found them and liked them, and then I got to chat with them, and I really, really like what they're doing. I really like some of the things that I've wanted to have in these features that are more robust in some of these review apps I've been looking for, and they actually have that. So that's why they made the list, is we were both
They
impressed with
did,
them.
yeah. No, they're fantastic. And yes, they are going to be a sponsor in the future. So,
So
good call out. Good call out.
did you share this? I'm sorry, I got distracted because I wanted to share another app, but
Oh, you
did you
did?
already
Sorry.
share
Okay.
about this, the party? Did you share?
I haven't. I just, the screen is there, and yeah, it's there, but I've now shared it.
Yay! We're having a party.
We're having a party.
Yeah,
So yeah, like we're all going to be stuck at home on December 31st. So come join us. We're going to have fun. We're going to have games.
And prizes.
We're gonna have prizes. We're gonna have fun. You know, it's gonna be a really great time. And if you show up, I will let everybody come in. I'm gonna promote everyone to a panelist so we can hang out and chat. So very low key, lots of fun. And it's early. It's right. Rachel's saying, thank God it's at 6, right? Because it's at 6 o'clock Eastern, which is like 3 o'clock on the on Pacific time. Heather Smith, I'm not sure what time that is in Australia, but we would love to have you guys come. It's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait. So do you want to start sharing, or do you want me to go through the slides and then you can share the other app that you were gonna?
Oh, I want to share it and then.
Okay, then we'll come back.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, totally.
All right, cool. So let's see. This is just for fun, okay? So we're just going to look at this because it's fun. All right, so I am a Samsung user. So of course that means I use Google Play. And this I thought was just fun. So a lot of us have, games on our phones. And this right here is the top 20 player users awards. So the people got to vote on which ones. And if you go through here and you can see each of these different categories, you can see which ones were nominated. So Disney Plus, does that surprise anybody? I mean, Mandalorian came out. There was quite a few other like big shows this year that came out on Disney Plus, and it's brand new, so people are really excited about it. But these are people who voted for these. And, if we come over here to games, let's see. There's also a couple of different games that are in here that's like, I don't know these particular games. Movies. And so you can actually pull up some of the movies. Trolls. That Trolls movie made a big splash because it was the first movie during the pandemic to release straight to demand instead of being released in the movie theater. So it actually caused quite a controversy because people now realize that they don't have to release movies to theaters. They can go straight to the public. And then you can even go through here and you can see which apps are doing the best as far as growth-wise. And so they actually have a category where you can go through and you can look at apps to invest in. So apps that are on the growth movement. And then I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because also iPhone has got the exact same thing going on, except for last time I looked, their 2020 releases hadn't been shared yet. So those of you who are Apple people, don't think I forgot you. It's just the last time I looked, they didn't have, okay, so now they do. So I'll go ahead and share it, but they do have it up. But here it is right here. So these are, this is the apps. That's not what I wanted to share. I'm sorry. I wanted to do the iPhone, but there's iPhone apps. And it looks like they might have released those. And cool. So there's top apps that are available here too. But again, it's like one of the apps that keeps winning over and over again is Zoom. And so a lot of these, look, there's Disney Plus again. So a lot of these apps that we're seeing trending up, I mean, if you are somebody who invests in the stock market, golly, you could probably go and get some ideas right there.
Awesome sauce. No, thanks for sharing that, Liz. That's fantastic. I'm definitely going to go take a look at that. So yeah, we hope that you guys will join us for our New Year's Eve party. I've got my glasses ready. So I went out and got my New Year's Eve glasses. I'm planning to wear them every day and wherever I go until the 1st, and maybe I'll wear them all year. Who knows? But so I hope to see you there. I'm going to go ahead and go through just a couple of our other slides. If you haven't entered our gingerbread house contest, and I'm looking at you, Matthew Fulton, because you enter every year and you always have a great entry. If you enter it, we're going to send you one of these amazing ornaments that we had made to commemorate 2020. And it has all the things that we kind of did in 2020 just for entering. So all you have to do is enter. Now, quantities are limited. We have a limited supply of these. I think we have enough for anybody that would enter, but enter quick so that we make sure that you can claim your ornament. Our gingerbread house contest this year is being sponsored by our friends at Lisio, Intuit Accountants, and ADP, who is our champagne level sponsor for 2021. And we're super excited about that. And they have donated, ADP has donated Apple AirPods to our prize pool. Lisio has donated a $100 Visa gift card. So whole cold hard cash, right? And then
Right.
Intuit has offered up an amazing swag bag, which includes a beautiful jacket. So we do hope that you guys will take a time. You don't have to really build a gingerbread house from gingerbread. We'd love for you to do that, and that's really fun. But even if you wanted to like make one out of cardboard or draw one or put something together like a collage from different gingerbread houses, we just want to see that you're being creative, that you're taking a little bit of time to, you know, show us something super creative. And then on the 27th, right? It's the 27th, Liz?
Mhm.
It's the close. We're going to close that contest. And our good friend Murph is
Wait.
No?
I haven't asked him yet.
Oh, Murph, will you judge our contest again?
Pressure.
Not to put you on the spot or anything, but Murph has been the amazing judge for the last this is our 3rd annual gingerbread house contest. So
I was literally picking up my picking up my phone just now and was like, hey, can you judge that? And then you said that. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay. So he said that he will only judge the real gingerbread ones. No, you have to judge them all, because some people can't get out to get their gingerbreads. We have to bend the rules just a little bit. So,
well, and did you pull that ornament up? Because I really want everybody to see the back of that, because it is such a commemorative ornament. I mean, it's like, this marks a year that I hope we never have to revisit. It's like, I hope this is a one and done. But I love the back of this. I mean, I love it. It represents everything that took place in my life with, you know, social distancing and with the toilet paper. Oh my gosh, we still at the grocery store are limited to one package.
Yeah, no, we are too. We are too. Plus, it's got the cute little Santa Claus embedded in the Appy Hour logo.
I love it. I do.
I love it too. So these will only be, I mean, there's only 100 of these in existence. So if you want one, you need to build a gingerbread house. So, all right. And Heather says we have to blame Australia for starting the toilet roll panic. Really? I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. All right. So thank you guys. Make sure you visit our website, theappyhour.com. We hope to see you on our New Year's Eve party on New Year's at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, and all the other time zones that I don't know exactly what they are off the off the hand. Murph is getting silly in the chat. He's making me giggle. You can view all our recorded episodes, connect with our sponsors, view our drink recipes, read our blog, send us a message, all that good stuff. And our sponsor today is you. So thank you to you. We really appreciate you guys joining us today. We love you all. We can't wait until we're all together and we can give each other hugs safely and hang
Cheers
out. I
to
can't
that.
wait for that moment.
I'll take a double drink to that one.
Definitely. And our first episode of 2021 will be with our good friends over at Fathom Reporting. And I can't believe I didn't add this because it's a huge deal. Guess who our presenter is for that episode?
I know.
It's Jeannie Whitehouse.
Like, oh my gosh, she's amazing.
I know. So Jeannie Whitehouse will be coming on the January 12th with us, and she's going to do a demo of Fathom. She's going to share her brilliance with us on how to introduce advisory successfully in your practice using Fathom reporting. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that day. So very, very, very exciting. All right, everybody. Thank you so much to you, our sponsors. And to Right Networks, our champagne level sponsors. We love you all. And hopefully we'll see you to ring in the new year.
That's right. Cheers, everyone.